is Marcio and you're watching My Marcio TV. Next is how to brighten an image that was taken during dark conditions. But I'm going to open on the third one and click on Adobe Photoshop. Now that this picture is here, again, I would click on Auto. As you can see, the picture was brightened up. I'm gonna bring blacks down again. I'm gonna bring whites also down a little bit. Shadows, I'm gonna bring the shadows up. Whites, I'm not sure what I wanna do with this. I'm actually gonna leave them at -30. I'm gonna bring vibrance up and saturation down again. As you can see, his lips now actually have some color. One of the things that's really difficult about these photos is like, how much exposure do I wanna go up and down? You could have also used contrast, but contrast I tend to be really bad with it. I feel like it gives that grayish effect, which I don't like. But I might like this picture about here, where the exposure is at 1+. If you notice though, it looks like it's a really cold day and he's wearing a t-shirt, just this weird blue hue around the picture. That's because it was taken during the night. There might have been some moon light, but other than that, I don't like it very much. So I'm gonna use temperature and I'm gonna drag it around 8900. And as you can see now, it almost looks like this picture was taken during the day. Let's compare just for comparison's sakes. As you can see, the enhancements were, substantial enough that the picture looks like it was taken at a completely different time of the day. I could definitely still play with temperature even more and make the picture look, give it a more of an older look, like a sepia. But I think I'm pretty content with it at 9800. Now, something else that I don't like about this picture is if you notice, it seems tilted. So I'm just gonna bring the picture over here so you can see what I'm talking about. Over here, the house looks like it's tilted to the left. So this would be definitely a picture that I would most likely edit it after. So I would click on Open Image. And as creatures, as human logical creatures, we tend to really enjoy geometry at its best. So as you can see right now, these lines just don't seem to add up. So what I'm going to do is Control A to select everything and then Control C to copy and Control V to paste. That created a new layer over here. I'm actually going to hide the other layer. And with the new copy still selected, I'm going to press Control T for transform. If you're using an Apple, it's actually going to be Command T if I'm not wrong. And actually, I'm going to escape for a second. If your rulers are not showing up, you can press Control R or Command R, and that brings this little bar up here. And I'm going to bring this more or less here in the middle of the wires. And do Control T now, and I'm going to move the picture so that those wires and the house are perpendicular to each other perfectly at a 90-degree angle. So that looks pretty much it. I'm gonna press enter, and now the picture has been somewhat leveled. I'm gonna press Control T again for transform, and I'm gonna now increase the size of the picture just so that I don't know if you've noticed, the picture now is missing edges over here, and over there. So when I press Control T, I'm gonna hold Alt when I select this little corner and then Shift, and that way as I increase the picture, it's being scaled in relationship to this center over here. Now I could press enter, the picture's right there. If I was to move up, as you can see, it would reveal that, so I won't be able to touch this picture, but I prefer it the way it is right now, centered than before. And now I would be able to just Control S and save the picture over the other one. So this is how easy it is to enhance a photo in Photoshop. You could have also used Lightroom. Lightroom has the same features for darks and saturation, brightness, exposure, etc. But I tend to prefer Photoshop because then I have the ability to come here into the picture and just quickly tweak the size or even crop the picture in a way that I prefer. So that was the third video. For those of you who just saw this one first, there's actually 2 other parts of this video. I initially was going to make just a long video, and then I figured this is the internet, nobody wants to sit for more than 5 minutes for a video, and it was running closer to 10 minutes. So feel free to click here for video 1, click here for video 2, and I think we can work this magic for you. No, just let me know actually on the comments down below if you found this helpful, if there are other tips or techniques you'd like to learn about. I find myself like I'm pretty good at knowing things, so you can just ask me questions. And if I don't answer, it's not because I don't like you. Chances are I don't know. Okay, I just don't know everything. That's why we have Google. That's why you use YouTube to find me, okay? Maybe there's another me out there that knows what you're looking for. I really need to stop with these terrible jokes. Thanks for watching. Bye.